We talk about the tattoos that we got. You know, there it is. This screenshot I want.
We should talk about the tattoos.
Yeah, we're talking about tattoos.
So you start off. We'll talk about the sandwich spot. Let's talk about today first.
Yep.
And then whatever we got to catch up on after.
Yeah, ready? 3, 2, 1. Welcome and welcome back to Idle Talk. It's your boy Fernando with the man, the myth, the legend,
Always.
Skinny
always.
Queen.
Skinny
Fabrian.
Queen.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There we
Damn.
go.
I've upgraded.
You've upgraded.
Thank you.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, you know. We
You're looking good, bro.
Thank you.
I told you look like an angel in the darkness.
Keep fucking commenting. I'm gonna kiss you on this camera.
Hey, yo, not on the camera, please, bro. Speaking about the camera, so I was setting up the camera, and Fabrian has betrayed me in the sense of this fucking piece of glass right here impaled my foot.
My bad.
Got a big ass hole in my foot.
I broke
What'd you break, Fabrian?
an instrument made of glass.
Paraphernalia?
No,
That's wild,
no,
bro.
what's
You gotta let the people
instrument?
know, bro. I'm your biggest op. You gotta tell them.
I broke my glass instrument that I was using
Using to rehabilitate your body?
You know, do things.
Break down.
Instrument with it.
Okay,
you know?
instrument, yeah. Oh, yeah, yo.
And I dropped
whoa, glass instrument for your
Yeah.
body?
Yeah.
Pause.
And so I dropped it and it shattered, and I thought I cleaned all the pieces until we moved the desk that we currently are using to set the whole thing up.
There's currently a pile of glass underneath
behind
the
the
tripod.
desk. Yep. I didn't know.
Like,
Hey,
did you
listen,
see it?
I
Did you
thought
see
I
it?
cleaned it.
Bro, I thought you cleaned it too. I
He
was like,
stepped like all the way in one.
oh, bro, that shit went in my foot. Oh, we're also back in the
Dirty Jersey.
the New Jerseys.
Dirty Jersey, as
So,
always.
As always. And we heard the alarm earlier, so thank God. Hopefully it doesn't pop up today.
It's gonna.
But as you know, I can manifest things on a whim, as I
Wish.
showed you. So,
He's a
so if I
wish.
pray on your downfall, best believe
Best
it will
believe
happen.
It will happen. This man got some weird
I got some
ritual
powers, bro. I got some powers. I don't know how I do it. But we went to the gym today.
Yes.
and
You finally. Hey,
I finally
listen,
came.
I remember the last time I was up
You
talking
you
this gym a
you
lot.
You was trying to, yeah.
What do you think?
I like it. I like it. It's a nice. It's like a.
Thumbs up.
To me, I feel like on the wall it says "Don't slam your weights," right?
Yeah.
But I feel like everybody would do it anyway, and nobody would really complain.
Yeah.
You know, like it won't be like a Planet
Just like
Fitness
it says,
vibe.
it says
yeah.
no chalk.
Yeah, but
I
people,
use chalk.
You use liquid chalk?
Liquid, yeah.
Okay, cool. But yeah,
People
it's a
be
nice.
walking around with a whole bag of powder and shit.
Yeah, that's what I used to do. Powder
That's
chalk is better than
nuts.
liquid chalk.
Yeah, but I feel like you'd get it everywhere.
It does get everywhere. It does get everywhere.
Because the liquid chalk, I'll put a little bit, go like
But-
this, and then I'll get chalk all over the weights, and then I'll wipe it down.
Nah, my hands be caked up. I'd be like, extra grip. When I used to pull dead like this. But
Damn, you pull like that?
yeah, bro. I used to be pulling mad weight. 400 pounds.
I don't pull that way.
But it's nice. You got a good bathroom in there.
Yeah.
The only thing I hate about the
Clean.
toilets is I gotta manually flush it. Like, why I gotta
But, hey.
touch that shit?
Clean, right?
Yeah.
Didn't
Clean.
smell like ass?
It did not smell like ass until I left. I'm blew that shit up, bro.
But yeah, see?
Overall, you guys have a lot of benches.
See?
Like a lot of
I
benches.
told you.
Yeah, it was pretty nice.
I was like, there will not be a not open bench for us when we get there. Like
I
it
didn't
was
hear
at
that.
LA.
But, oh, it's not LA with the 3 benches they got.
Yep, and the one that's
That's kind of wobbly.
that be just tilted the whole time.
Yeah.
That's what we always got stuck with at the LA.
Yeah, but your bar was nice. It was skinny because I noticed whenever I use a skinny bar, like when I go to unrack it, it kind of like jolts my hand back and forth a little bit, and so I don't like that feeling. But it was your weights are pretty heavy,
Heavy, bro.
but I liked it. It was clean.
We did chest.
The bench was pretty low to the ground though.
Yeah, I've noticed that too.
Have you noticed that? I thought I was tripping, but I was looking at the videos.
No, I've noticed that how
and
low I am.
I was pretty fucking.
and I
low.
thought I was bugging. I was like, maybe I'm bugging, and all the benches are like this.
No.
But I haven't gone to another gym since I've started going to the gym, so I can't tell the difference.
No, I just went to the gym yesterday, and I felt like I was really lower to the ground today, for
Hey.
whatever reason. But it was
Longer reps. You gotta get it. You gotta get it way higher
I guess so,
because
right?
you're so much lower to the ground.
Is that a
Maybe.
thing? Is that a thing that's happening there?
Maybe.
I want to use the squat rack tomorrow. I want to overhead press. I don't really want to squat just yet.
I can't do legs, bro.
my
I'm doing
tattoo.
legs. I'm doing legs Monday.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do overhead press tomorrow.
We could do back.
Oh, we can do rows tomorrow. Yeah,
We
I
could do
did rows
rows.
today.
We could do deadlifts.
The
Oh, you don't do
row
deadlifts,
the
I
row
forgot.
hand thing that you guys have
we
in your
have one
gym.
of those, yeah.
I bought that today.
At home?
No, I bought it on Amazon. I used the Amazon Find glass, and I was like, "This is a nice handle. I want my own handle so I could take it to the gym." So I bought a handle. I'll show you.
Wait.
I was on the fucking the pulley system, and it had like this handle.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. The one that you sit down and hit one of these.
Yeah. I bought it. See, I got that.
They could wait. You could just
You
take
just
a picture of something and it will find it.
you just use the thing, and it'll be like search. And you hit that shit, and it'll scan it, and it'll everything that's on here, it'll just say, boom.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Oh, shout out to my new Case 5 Venom case. We'll talk about that a little bit soon.
Hold up. You just blew my fucking mind, bro. What?
Amazon
How do you do
tutorial.
that? How do I? Shut the fuck
Yeah, bro.
up.
Look, do this. Do the Poland Springs water bottle. It's gonna be like hand Mexican. Yeah, isn't that cool? Isn't that?
Oh, I'm gonna be using. You just fucking.
I just put you on, bro. Now I just put on the
I'm a
people
monster.
too.
I'm gonna be like taking pictures of anything that I see that I want, bro.
Anybody gatekeeping? If Amazon got it, I'm gonna find it.
True.
I'm gonna find it. So yeah, we went to the gym.
Yes.
Good, solid workout. You did
I did a lot.
ton of stuff. I did some Arnold press. Shout out to the GOAT, Arnold. And then we were looking for some food, right? We were like, I'm hungry. By the time we got to the sandwich shop, you were like, oh, I'm getting hungry too.
Yeah.
So it was a good, we timed that out perfectly. So Fabian, tell us about this place that we went to.
It's a place that we literally found.
Discovered
Looking for
today.
sandwich. It's called Sandwichitos.
Sandwichitos.
In North Bergen, right? Even though
It was
still in
Edgewater.
it literally said North. It says North Bergen on the maps and on all the menus.
Yeah.
But when we got there, we were still in Edgewater. So.
But to their own power,
It is
I
what it
guess.
is.
Yeah.
It's just a shop that sells like. So the guy that was at the register was like
we were eavesdropping on his
Yeah.
story, so tell us.
It seems like he's the owner of the spot.
Yeah.
He was like recommending sandwiches and telling people how like his shop came to be and how he's a Dominican man who married a Italian woman and they both really appreciated sandwiches and how each culture has their own types of sandwiches.
Yeah.
So he incorporated both of them and
So it's like a
made sandwich
fusion
shop.
place.
Yeah.
It's like a fusion sandwich place.
So and it was fantastic.
It was good. It was pretty good. I was stuffed. It was. Well, I guess we'll
and
break
they
down.
had desserts too. They had
did
like
have desserts.
that. He said that he was baking.
did he
back
make
there.
them?
Yeah, he said he was baking them.
Because it looked like they were by the sodas, so it
Yeah.
looked like it was like they bought
Made
it
it and then
they
packaged it.
It looked like you could just buy them packaged like that
True.
anyway. So it looked like they were just pre-bought desserts, but I didn't know they were making them.
Their
back
bread
then.
is pre-bought.
Yeah, as he told us. So let's just break down our experience, right? I'll put some random footage of the place, but
You took footage?
I did. Yeah, I was to say hi to the camera. Remember? And you were like,
Oh,
you were like
yeah.
this. Hi.
Yeah, I remember.
So I got, what did I get? Big red
The red machine
machine. So it was basically a chicken parm sandwich.
with
the
peppers. In it.
red peppers, which I didn't get, thank God, because that would ruin my sandwich. She would have been like, "Yo, the red peppers make it." I'm like, "Can you put light, like a little bit?" I don't know. I don't know if I had any in
He
mind.
got none. Yeah.
But it's basically a chicken parm,
Yeah.
and it's not the worst chicken parm I've ever had.
Yeah.
It's not going to be the best. I think you can't really
Yeah.
glorify a chicken parm sandwich when it
Yeah.
comes down to it. It's like a basic sandwich. Like
chicken
it'll
cutlet,
mostly
sauce,
all taste the
cheese.
same. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I'll give it a good like 8. It was an 8
Okay.
out of 10 for me. It was very They did put a lot of thinly sliced chicken, which I liked.
Yeah, they put
It
like
was
three-
like
three stacks of
three
chicken,
stacks of
yeah.
chicken, so that was pretty good. The cheese was pretty good. It was melted
mozzarella was good,
to
yeah.
a nice consistency, not too melty, not too chewy. And then I got tater tots, and you got that as well.
Yeah, dude, the tots were crazy,
Yeah, let us know about the tots. Let us know about the tots before
Them
we
tots
talk
was
about.
good. I don't know if they were frozen or not.
Okay.
But them shits was nice. They was like usually when you get tots and they're frozen or they're like out of a bag, they're the squishiest like potatoes. You're like, this isn't. What is this?
Yeah.
This is like think of like cafeteria hash browns or like cafeteria tater tots is usually any spot that sells like burgers and tots that's the ones they get.
I will say that you were very excited after that first bite. You were like, "Yo, these tater tots is crispy."
Yeah.
And I think that guy heard you because I think he like turned around a little bit and was like, "Yeah."
They are, bro. They was crispy as shit. They were nice and seasoned. That cheese sauce, Ooh, that
Yeah,
jus.
let us know that
That
cheese
cheese
sauce,
jus,
because
bro.
I was like,
shit
what's
was
homemade
good.
about this? And then you broke down the science, the
Well,
science of the
they
cheese
they
sauce.
made
Let
a
us know.
jus, so it's obvious that it's like flour, butter, cheese,
Yeah,
cream.
Cream.
Boom. Cheese sauce.
Cheese sauce.
Usually that you use it to make like mac and cheese and things like that. It's called the jus.
yeah.
But he made a cheese dip out of it.
A
I don't
cheese
know
dip.
what cheese he put in it, what cheeses he used.
It was mad yellow.
It was good.
It looked like the
bro.
nacho cheese from like movie theaters.
It was good, but it
But
wasn't like that.
it
Like,
wasn't thick,
That
though.
thick ass like
Sloppy.
plasticky cheese that you
Yeah.
get like anywhere else. It was like homemade shit. It was so good.
Fabian was
So shout
out
out
of this
to
world
the
with that.
appetizers, bro, because that motherfucker know what he doing when it comes to tots and cheese.
Yeah.
Because that shit's good. And I'm guessing he used that same cheese sauce for the cheesesteaks. that he
There's
also
one
said.
sandwich that specifically says
cheesesteak.
cheese sauce, but the
Yeah.
cheesesteak didn't say cheese sauce. It just said cheese.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, because I was looking at it on the menu. I was like, that looks pretty good.
Oh.
It sounds pretty good to me.
And then the sandwich I got was basically like a chicken cutlet pesto sandwich. Basically, It was arugula, an olive oil
Olive
spread,
spread,
which
yeah.
is basically pesto but without the pine nuts. And then I had, what else did I have? Like just mozzarella,
Just
right?
mozzarella.
Dude, it was good. I just got full.
I feel like-
I was fucking them tots up.
All the
I
sandwiches.
ate my whole little box of tots. And
You
then
did.
Nando was like, "You want mine?" I was like, "Yeah." And then he poured his little basket into mine.
I was not trying to eat all my tots because I wanted to eat all my sandwich. So we do this thing where we just trade each other's half a sandwich.
Yeah.
So I had mine. I
That's
killed
efficient.
mine. That shit was mad good.
You know who put me on that?
Who?
Shout out to one of my exes because
To
she
share
put
the
me on that shit.
sandwiches?
Yeah.
I feel like
we
that's-
always like get two different meals, and then I'd get
And
half of
split
hers,
it.
and she'd get half of mine, and we would split it, and we each have two different meals.
Yeah.
So shout out to her because
I
she's
feel
a
like
genius.
I've always done that though.
Nah. Before her, I think it was always like, let me get a bite of that.
Oh, let me get a bite. And you
then
switch
like,
bites?
yeah, you would be switching bites back and forth.
But now you're like,
but then
yo,
if you switch a
off
whole
the
half of it,
bat,
you don't have to.
yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to ask for bites. So shout out to her.
Yeah, all the ingredients on the sandwiches I was gonna say earlier were like three
Fresh.
or four things.
Yeah, 3, 4
They
fresh
weren't
things.
even like
Yeah.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like overwhelming the sandwich. It was just.
There was
like-
one that was ODing.
I think it's on purpose though, because
Yeah,
it did say
it was like a
napkins
fast-
needed or something.
Yeah. It was like a cheesesteak with like mozzarella sticks and sauce.
Yeah,
and all this
yeah,
other
yeah.
shit.
That's
yeah.
like a garbage plate.
Yeah.
Shout out to Rochester. They incorporated this thing called a garbage plate where they put every single thing on the menu kind of on there.
for like a hangover,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So
I've heard of
it's
those.
it's pretty nice. But I mean, what would you rate your sandwich?
My sandwich, I would say like an 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
8 out
Solid.
of 10.
That's solid.
And the only, if I had to complain, if I had to,
Okay. Complain.
the chicken.
Sucks.
No, not that. It's just
Too thin?
real mid.
Oh, okay.
The most mid, like it's not overwhelmingly good.
The chicken
it's not-
itself.
Like the
Because I
chicken
did
cutlet.
have bits and pieces of my chicken where I'm like,
like the chicken cutlet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
So like it's like
but together it tasted real tasty.
yes, all together
But
beautiful.
if you want to break it down,
If I had to like
and
nitpick,
bring down
if
a
I had
Hispanic
a nitpick,
man working on his business,
I'm not doing
fuck
that.
your chicken.
If I had a nitpick, is what I'm saying. I would say either don't slam the chicken to the point where it's like a paper thin, because then it gets really dry, and that's
Yeah.
what the problem was. Or change the breading, because the breading is
The breading was crispy though. I like that.
for me it wasn't. Mine was
word?
soggy.
Probably because they got
The
all
oil,
that pesto shit.
yeah, probably, but I don't know.
Who knows? You'll actually, you haven't eaten my half of the sandwich, right? So you'll see when I guess you reheat it. I don't think it'll taste the same. But,
It's not gonna taste the same.
but it is what it is.
I still thought it was good, even with bad chicken.
Bad chicken.
8 out of 10.
Shit chicken.
If you put
Worst
a like
chicken
if you put a above average chicken cutlet in there, that's gonna be like a 10 out of 10 sandwich though.
Oh wow.
See what I'm
That
saying?
means the other components of the sandwich are pretty good.
That's what I'm saying.
Welcome to Sandwich Talk.
I love sandwiches, bro.
So-
It's one of my favorite foods, bro. You can customize them.
This is meme around. If like if you hate Subway, that means you're just bad at making sandwiches.
Or they have shit quality meats.
I mean, they have. I mean, you should already know what's good and what's bad over there. You know. I mean, you'll never go back
Shit.
with a meatball marinara in there. I love
But
their meatball
even the
marinara.
meatballs be like
Sometimes it's hit or miss. You're right.
the meatballs
can't
sometimes
deny.
be like ass.
Can't deny that. But
And meatball
if they
subs are
know
hard.
you, though, if they
'cause
know you,
Sometimes the meatballs be good, like cooked. They be well cooked, but they don't be seasoned. So then you just having tomato sauce and like.
but I guess the
No
seasoning
seasoning.
should be going in the tomato sauce now.
But most people don't season their sauce either. Like fast food spots.
Yeah.
You think Subway's tomato marinara sauce is like good as fuck, or is it like any other plain
No, it's because
tomato?
when I had I had a little bit of that chipotle sauce to my sandwich, and then I add a little bit of like I don't
I'm
forget.
telling you, you'd fuck with Jersey Mike's, bro.
I do like Jersey Mike's. I think it's just way more expensive than Subway.
It is.
So why
But
would
I
do
get
that
the
to myself?
because
If I got $20, I'm going to Subway.
bro, I get like a regular
If I got $20, I'm going to Subway.
Chipotle cheesesteak.
If I got $20 to my
no
name,
onions,
I'm
no
going
peppers.
to Subway. If I got $50 to my name, I'm still going to Subway, and I have like $35 left.
And you get a cookie.
For Jersey Mike's?
No.
Oh, Subway.
Subway.
Oh, I love these cookies.
Because you
I
got
love
extra
these
money,
cookies.
you get a cookie. Jersey Mike also gives you cookies, but they're expensive as a bitch.
Nah, Subway we got like $1 for a cookie now. Nowadays, it feels like too much.
But yeah, we went to the Sandwichitos. Highly recommend if you are in the area of Jersey. What is this, North
Would you
Jersey?
take a shawty there?
If I had a shawty to take, yeah, I'd take a shawty then.
Like, what time of day? Like the day.
Like lunch.
Like is it
Like a
okay?
lunch
Like a
day.
noon? Like a
Like a
noon?
lunch
Like what we
day,
went to
yeah.
today? Okay.
Like
I
a
was just
lunch
curious.
day.
You know, I just want to see where you would
That's
rate
not
it.
a dinner day spot.
No.
That's like
I don't even think
lunch.
they're open that late, are they?
I don't know. I didn't check the hours.
They're probably closed at like 7 or something.
But yeah, for lunch, like a cute little, like, let's just go grab something to eat
real quick.
Yeah.
It's
you
the real
see?
quick, that be adding up, bro. Okay, so Jim, good.
Yes.
Sandwich, good.
Yes.
Sorry, I had to burp.
We could talk about
A little
Ahsoka.
bit. We talking about Ahsoka?
Yeah.
I was gonna jump into this picture real quick. I just needed to burp and it didn't come out.
Picture.
Yeah. I want to read you something.
Oh, okay.
Hey yo.
You could have burped while I was yawning and then edited both out. Could've been
Okay,
smart.
I saw this picture on Twitter.
Okay.
And
you
it
still
says-
use X?
Twitter.
It's
On
X.
Twitter. It's in the R relationship advice Reddit. Okay.
Oh, no.
And it says from username Bill's Nice
The
Inner
science guy.
Thighs.
Oh.
Inner Thighs. And it says, my wife named our son after her first love, and I had no idea.
Yikes. We are starting off
Let's
on
go. We
such
about to
a
go
wild trip.
crazy. It's a short.
I think I've seen this one.
It's short. It says, this is my throwaway account because she knows my main account. My son is 5, and about 2 days ago, we were out shopping and ran into a high school friend of hers. She was catching up when she told her friend that we had a son. When the old friend asked his name, my wife hesitated, and I told her. She had a strange look on her face and said, you mean like your ex-boyfriend? Our son's name is very unique to the point that I've never met another person with the same name. Now she refuses to talk to me about it. I feel betrayed and disgusted with her. It's like a switch was flipped in my mind and I can't look at her the same way.
Oh my God.
Now, Fabrian, you're this guy.
Damn.
You're this guy,
That
bro.
is so trifling,
Yeah, what do you
bro.
even
That's
what do you
crazy.
even do, bro? What do you even do?
Damn, that's crazy. I'd change my kid's name.
You change your kid's name
I'll probably change
after
it.
5 years of life?
I might have to change my kid's name.
That's wild. I would have immediately left.
See, that's why. Yeah, that's not wild. I
With
feel
the
like-
kid, bro. With the kid.
Oh.
I'm taking.
But the kid
bro.
still has the name. You still gotta kill the kid the name.
The kid did not betray me.
I know, but you could change his name.
But like after 5 years, he's gonna go back one day, hear that name randomly out of nowhere or something that sounds similar to it, and he's gonna have a That's So Raven moment. He'd be like,
So you gonna hide it from?
this wasn't my name.
No, I change his name, and then when he's old enough, I
You
tell
tell
him.
him?
I'd be like, hey, listen.
But he's 5.
I
He's
know.
probably saying his name.
I know, but
And you're
I'll
gonna
just
change it? And you'd
yeah.
be like, hey, Kyle. Me? Yeah,
Yeah.
Kyle.
I'll be like, hey, your name's different, dog.
Your name's Kyle.
I'll be like, you got
You
different
change the
names.
name. What if she doesn't want you to change the name?
Sucks to suck.
What do you even do, bro?
Sucks to suck.
See, I'm
sometimes.
telling you, the only logical reason is to
It's
leave.
to leave with the kid.
Leave with the kid, bro. Take her on a cruise.
But I don't think that's solving the issue. The issue
Take
is
her
that
on a cruise.
the kid,
No, her.
the girl.
Yeah.
Push her overboard.
No.
Oh.
Even worse. You get somewhere that's really bad. You kick her off the boat. Take her passport so she can't come back on the boat. And be like, you're here forever. Take everything. Leave her there. No money. No phone.
But what if she does come back?
If she comes back, then we gonna be gone already. That's just to buy us some time.
But then she gonna bring the cops with them.
We gonna be gone. Gone with the wind.
True.
I'm gonna be like, she had a psychotic
Wait,
episode.
why would you spend
I'll
all that?
report. I'll
Why
report
would you
her.
spend all that money just to get rid of her? Just leave with the kid if you're gonna leave.
No,
anyway.
because I need an excuse.
For what?
I'm setting her up to be a crazy person. I'm gonna
Yeah.
say she ran away.
So
She
you
got
gonna-
off the boat, no money, no nothing, and she said she'll never come back.
Isn't that what that bitch did to that guy in Gone Girl?
I haven't watched Gone Girl. See, I should write movies then.
That's crazy.
But that's what I'm gonna say. If that happens,
That's some diabolical shit.
I'm gonna report her ass
You're
back.
a psychopath.
I'm gonna leave some threatening ass messages like with her because I already took her phone.
Oh,
You know,
damn.
like, I already took her phone, and I'm gonna text myself shit,
Oh, okay.
and then be like, yeah, I'm gonna kill you when I come back. You know, I'm gonna do all that shit.
Okay.
And then just discredit her. Ultimately,
They're gonna come to you and be like, "Why did she disappear?"
I'm like, she ran off. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna grab her phone, send these messages, delete them from
They
her
gonna think
end.
you killed her, bro.
No, bro.
If you send her,
But she's still
messages,
alive. No, I'm gonna take her phone, send me threatening messages. I'll write them out, send them to me, delete them off her phone. It looks normal. Then I'm gonna make up that story. Be like, yo, she ran off with God knows who. I'm a
understand
victim.
now.
I'm
I'm
a
a
victim.
victim. I lied.
That's what I lied. That's what I'll do.
Got it.
And then I'll have to be like, yo, I'm gonna leave because I feel threatened for my safety.
Yeah.
Here, cops.
My
This is
child's
my
scared.
information.
I was scared for me and my child's
This is
life.
my information. Like, if you like, I just need to. I can't go back to our house. Like, that's not safe over there.
Got it.
And
Okay.
then I'm gonna pay you.
Why am I involved?
Listen, I'm gonna pay you to knock over my mailbox,
Okay.
like a message, break a window or something.
Okay.
Then it looks real, like sus. I'm like, oh my god, yo, I'm in danger. I really need to get out of here.
Wow.
And then that'll sell the illusion of my victimness.
That's crazy. If you date him, be prepared to be fucking scared for your life. 'Cause this
What do you
motherfucker got
mean,
plans on
bro?
top of plans. He got plans to incriminate you and make you look crazy. That's wild. This man is crazy, bro.
Why you did me so dirt in the first place?
Hey,
Then
listen. You right though. That's
That was
foul.
foul. That's
yeah, that is
foul.
foul. Keep
Just imagine.
your kid's name, the origin of it.
That's
Damn,
wild. That's
that is crazy. Because
He probably heard it and was like, "That's a fire name. I've never heard that name."
She probably
ever.
convinced him to name
She
the
probably
kid
did.
that.
Yeah, no way he thought of that
Right?
himself.
And then he was like, you know what? Fuck it, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. It
You-
sounds cool.
You the love of my life, mother of my kid. Sure. And then she does that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what else is crazy?
What?
I had this thought driving to your house today. Because I told you, I asked you if you wash all the saws, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then so what came out of my mind, I was like, what would be a saw trap made for you specifically? And I was thinking about it in my head, and I'm trying to remember it so badly right now.
You had one?
I had one made for you specifically.
Oh, that's cool. I don't know what mine would be.
It was
Any of them would have fucked me. I would have
It
died.
inspired me because there's, I think it's Saw 5 where it's insurance person, right?
Yeah.
He has an algorithm to explain how someone gets coverage or no. If you don't fit the algorithm, you don't fit the outline, they don't give you insurance, right? Because it'd be too much because of your liability.
Mm-hmm.
And so Jigsaw's main lesson to that guy was that you can't take out the human aspect of it. You'll never be able to take out somebody's willingness to live.
Yeah.
That's not something you can measure. And so I was thinking of, there was a trap in there where the guy has to choose between a woman with a kid who works at his office as like a lower level like employee, will never really have any contact with him, and then one of his executives, not executives, but like someone he does come in contact with frequently.
I've seen this.
Yeah.
Spiral?
No, I just said Saw 5.
I feel like I've seen this trap before.
So a lot of them are like where you have to make a choice.
Yeah.
So pretty much, Jigsaw tells him that the older lady, although she is more of a liability, right? She's older, not as youthful,
have much time.
can't really work on like too much things like the guy, but she has someone depending on her. She has a child. The child will miss her when she's gone.
Yeah.
On the other hand, this guy, they were like, he has no friends or family, doesn't have a cat,
Yeah.
a dog, nothing. If he disappeared, the world would not notice.
Damn.
That's what he said. That's what the point he's trying to get across. He's like, so which one is more valuable to you? The one who could produce more value for you, or the one who ultimately can do less, but is seemed more valuable because of the fact that she has a daughter and the fact that someone is waiting for her, depending
Yeah.
on her. And so the guy ultimately makes a choice, and he saves this woman instead of the employee that he had. And so that was the kind of the overarching theme that he was trying to teach him. And so I was thinking for you, which would be like really fucked up, but to make a similar choice along those lines.
Who would I pick?
Who would you choose? Would you choose? But I'm going to make it specific towards you.
Okay.
I'm going to say you have your sister on one hand,
Okay. My
and then
baby
you
sister?
have then you have your mom on the other hand.
Damn.
Both equally valuable to
people,
you.
yeah.
Exactly. One does another thing, and then one is another one. But I was thinking like, what choices would you have to make in order?
Is there a third choice?
No, you just one or the other. Like, but like in your head, if you can come up with a third choice, and the outcome benefits you, like sure, I'll accept that. But there's two. There's only two.
If no, usually there's a
No,
third
that's
way.
what I'm saying. No, exactly. If you can figure that out right now, I will accept that. But there's clearly two choices outlined in front of you right now. If you can figure out a third one, that'd be cool with me. Again, I'm not Jigsaw.
I would ask him if I could be the sacrifice and let the two people.
It's never really you never really talk to him in these kind of traps. He's already dead at this point.
No, doesn't he talk to you through the little type of TV?
In the TV, but those are pre-recordings. Those aren't live.
Oh,
They're never really live.
damn.
So that's not an option. You can't talk to him.
What's the trap?
And now you got one of them is they're like suspended in air.
Okay.
And if you don't choose, they'll both drop. You got 35 seconds. Go. 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
To save?
Yeah, to choose one. You got to just choose.
Sister.
Damn, you made that decision in 7 seconds.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Why?
Because my mom is old.
Damn.
Literally.
Heard it
My
here
mom's
first.
lived more life than my baby
Heard it
sister.
here first.
It's just.
It is what it is, right?
Yeah, it comes down to like, if it's two people that are equally important to me, it comes down to basic who's lived the longest, who's had more life to live, and my mom has. She's older. My sister's 16. She still has way more life than to my mom was. That's where I dropped it down to.
That's what I would make the same choice too.
That's literally it. If I could choose myself and not get any of them killed, I would. But you said I
You
couldn't.
gotta push a button, bro.
If I could be like, button here, or button here for you, I'd pick the one for me. But I don't.
You know
get
what's
that
crazy?
option.
If you did find a way to sacrifice yourself, that's not the rule. So you'll all die anyway.
Damn.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Usually Jigsaw is nice. He'll be like, oh,
Not really.
you passed the test.
So,
The old one at least was not.
the first two,
Yeah.
he's like that, right? But after he like dies, this is where a lot of the issues of quality comes from a
Yeah.
lot of people. We have to realize that this is not
The same guy
Jigsaw.
anymore.
It's not the same guy. It's the people who want to take over the mantle, who
But
aren't
had
as
no moral
pure.
compass as him,
Yeah, exactly. So a lot of the traps, people complain that they're inescapable, right? But that's because
They
it's
don't want
not
to escape. They want
exactly
them to die.
That's the purpose of
The purpose
traps.
is, I thought you were a shitty person. I know you won't get better.
Exactly.
I'm gonna give you an illusion that you can get better.
Exactly. Die. Yep. And I guess a lot of people just can't comprehend that's the point of it.
Hey, equally, that's a good villain though.
I guess so.
You write
Yeah,
him-
that's
You
true.
write him to make, because with Kramer at least, he was sympathetic, where you kind of felt, you're like, I mean,
Yeah.
I guess he's
He's an
doing,
old guy.
He's doing something.
That's just
nice.
somebody's grandpa.
He let that guy go. He can't be all evil. But with like the new guys, you can't.
Yeah, you can't justify
it.
that.
You're like, oh,
Yeah.
he is a shitty person.
That's a shithole guy
Yeah.
right there.
That's probably why they wanted to like make an actual villain instead of having. Because for the longest time, the mascot was just the puppet.
Puppet, yeah.
But
That's-
is the puppet even used as much as it used to be?
It was used in Jigsaw, which is the 8th movie.
That's the one with Chris Rock, right?
No, that's the 9th movie. That's Spiral.
Oh.
So there was 2 spin-offs. One was just called Jigsaw, and it was an origin of
The puppet.
Jigsaw's first game ever. That was never released to the public. It was just his
him
practice
trying
run.
it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then that's where he gains an apprentice.
Which was that cop guy, right?
No, that
Hopper?
was no.
Or
He was
what was his name?
he was like a combat medic.
Hoffman?
Yeah, that's the main guy. Like the main guy who preceded him
Yeah.
in like the last few movies, but we got to see another person besides Hoffman and besides Amanda too. Those were the two.
Amanda's the druggie that he captured in
Yeah,
the second one.
Yeah,
Or
first one. She was in the first one too. Yeah, but not as
Not
as
really.
really.
She was like
no, but she was in the bear trap. That's the first time we got to see the reverse bear trap.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, where she had to dig the key out of somebody's belly.
Okay,
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So those are our main 2 apprentices, and then for Jigsaw.
But Amanda died.
Yeah, she got
the third
she
one.
got shot. Yeah, in the second one.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, the third one.
It was the third one, right?
Yeah.
Well, he was like
The second one was the house game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Third one was
Which
with
was
the-
happening concurrently.
No,
like,
no.
At the same time as the third one.
No. The third one was happening at the same time as the fourth one.
Hey,
Yeah.
listen, I kind of.
Kind of.
I'm a little.
I like that though.
I kind of know what the
a lot
fuck's
of people.
going
A
on.
lot of people don't like that. The aspect of like the timeline is like overlapping each
Overlapping?
other. Yeah.
I think it's cool.
I think it's cool too, to be honest.
What I don't like is what they did to Tap.
Oh, they did him dirt.
I feel like he deserved a better ending.
I guess. I mean, he did get his partner killed.
Yeah.
The Asian kid. He was
Asian
like
cop,
29.
yeah.
Yeah. but they're dead.
Or what the other guy, who was trying to get his son in the
Oh,
second
Eric
one?
Matthews, yeah.
That they did him dirty.
They did
too.
him real dirty, but he
Yeah.
wasn't a good guy though.
I know,
Like we were not supposed to root for that guy.
but we were. I was
No,
at
but
least.
you were rooting for Eric Matthews.
Yeah.
The guy. Did you not watch the second one where they were in the house where he planted all that evidence against all those people?
Yeah.
And you thought, oh wow, that's a good guy. I hope he gets a
No,
son.
I thought he was horrible, but I didn't want him to lose his kid.
I mean, Jake Saul doesn't kill kids. That's the thing.
But in the whole film, you thought he was. So I was rooting.
Yeah, you were bamboozled. I remember
I
that.
was.
Yeah, because I remember a lot of the twists. Like when I see them, and it's like normal to me now. But I'm like, yo, at that time,
At the
I
time,
was
yeah.
fucking fooled.
Dude,
I was
when he came out
surprised.
the box in the end of the second film.
Oh, the kid, yeah.
Yeah, he was like in the box the whole time. I was like,
In the
ain't
safe.
no fucking way.
He was like, you just had to talk to me for 2 hours, bro. You would have
you
found
would
your
have had
son.
your kid. Yeah.
He was like, he's in a safe place. I'm like, all right, go off. Okay, we're still recording. I got scared. I didn't see that red box over there.
Huh?
You see, right under
No.
your face it says wreck.
You do know
You
I'm
can't see
colorblind,
this?
right?
Bro, I do not believe that. That is a
I
lie.
can't see the color red.
Where's
okay?
your doctor's note? What's the color is this?
What do you mean?
What color is that?
Don't do me like that.
What color is that?
That's gray.
No, it's not, bro. That's blue.
No, it's not because I can see blue.
That's
bitch.
blue, bro.
That's not blue because I can see blue.
That's blue.
This is blue.
No, that's like
This is like either green,
this is
gray, or
this is
red.
cyan.
This is either green, gray, or red. This is either green, gray, or red. This is either green, gray, or red. And vice versa. But I know blues. Blues,
That's blue, bro.
I can see blues.
I just switched it. Is this not next a light blue?
No, that doesn't even look like a color.
That's literally like a light blue. That's red, and this is like a light blue, and this is
looks,
gray.
This looks gray.
Yeah, that's gray down there. But up here,
This looks
when
like
it's
a darker,
selected,
this
it's
is like a
blue.
darker gray.
Bro, you're lying. What color is this?
This little lines.
Yeah.
This is blue.
I don't-
This is gray.
I don't believe you.
This is darker gray. This is gray. These are the same color, bro.
No, they're not. They're actually not. This is actually like a hint of blue, and that's gray,
I
and
can't
that's
tell
gray,
the
and that's gray.
hint of blue, that one.
That's crazy, bro. You really colorblind? You a bat. No vision.
I'm a
No
lot of
lungs. You a starfish. No lungs. No eyes.
I do have shitty lungs. I have shitty lungs, shitty eyes, and shitty brain.
Yo, smooth brain.
Smooth brain.
Okay, Fabian. Let's talk about your favorite show on the history of the planet.
Oh wow, history of the planet. Okay.
Yeah.
What
The
is
Last
it?
of Us. We're back
Oh.
at it. No, man.
Really?
No.
I was like, there's new stuff about that.
No, but I'm
I do
excited.
love that show, but that's not, I don't think that's my favorite show either.
Let's talk about Ahsoka,
Ooh.
episodes 1 through 6.
My favorite character in Star Wars, though,
Is it?
definitely,
Wow.
hands down, bar none. Ahsoka,
That's wild.
love her.
I wouldn't put her that high,
I would.
personally. Anakin's my favorite of all time. Always. As you know, he's the GOAT. Greatest of all time.
Hey,
Kid Slayer.
I agree. He's
Jedi
great.
Knight.
Good character. Not my favorite though.
Damn, really?
Not even top 5.
Word? Who's your top 5?
Ahsoka is one. Obi-Wan.
Okay,
I
that's
like
a good
Obi-Wan.
pick. That's a good pick.
Captain Rex.
Okay, cool.
Cal.
Word?
Yeah, love
Crazy.
Cal. I think it's because I spent so much time with him
Playing
in
the game, yeah.
that I like him so much, but I really like Cal. I fuck with Ezra and Kanan a lot, but if I had to pick one.
Why is it not? Why
Damn,
the
but I
answer is
also
not
I like some Sith too.
Oh yeah, for
I
sure.
like some of the Siths.
I got a
Star
lot-
Killer. I'll do Star Killer as
I
well.
got a lot of bad guys. in
Even though
mind.
he's not canon anymore.
Yeah, sad.
Star
I was
Killer.
gonna go with Anakin first. That's my
Okay.
guy, Anakin. Shout out to the 501st. Next, I would probably have to go Obi-Wan
Obi-Wan,
because shout out to the
The GOAT.
212 battalion.
Fuck Cody.
Yeah, what,
All my,
we
all
need
my
his
man
we need his
saying,
character redemption in Bad Batch because
They didn't give him shit, bro.
yo, I need to know. I need to know.
They gave him one episode. You're like, hey, maybe he's not that shitty of a person.
Oh look, he's rethinking his thoughts, and then that's it.
it went
He was
nowhere.
gone. Never saw him again. So, hopefully he gets to lead a
So,
clone
Anakin,
rebellion.
Obi.
Put in Maul top 3. Darth Maul.
Ooh.
Or
Maul is
just
one of my top 5 Siths for sure.
Maul
Maul's
is
great.
Maul is
Maul's
up
a
there,
great
bro.
character.
He's
yeah.
he's
he's great,
caused
right.
a lot of pain to Obi-Wan, and He looks badass. He is badass, and I feel like if he kind of had that Thrawn mentality, he would have been a fucking big guy, big baddie. And speaking of Thrawn, I'll put him up there too, top 4, immediately after Maul.
Okay.
A non-force user,
Thrawn's great.
a officer of the Empire, and he still throws hands. He's a
Grand
grand
Admiral.
animal, pretty much. That's
And
the
he do
he's
be
technically-
throwing hands,
He
bro.
throw hands, bro.
He do be throwing
He's
hands.
not one of those senators that just sit back and wait to
And
see
go
what
pew,
side.
pew, pew.
Yep.
No, he be throwing hands.
He throw
know
hands.
martial arts.
He shoot
Yeah.
guns. He fight with his
So
men.
who's 5 then?
5. I'm gonna put a sleeper pick at number 5, but I've always been a fan of Princess Leia. I like the
Leia.
character. I like kind of the.
You like Leia better than Hera and Ahsoka?
Yeah. I would put Padme up there, but she doesn't really do much. But I love Padme as a character. I just think she's badass in her own right, and she probably paved the way. And Leia does a lot of things that I like Padme does, but
Yeah.
she has a
Actually
chance
got
to
the chance to
execute.
do it, yeah.
Execute
Instead of
on
dying
things.
as a kid.
Yeah.
Or-
So as a 20-something
adult.
year old, I guess. But
kid,
I think
basically.
Leia and Padme is intertwined into Leia, so it'll just she does all the things that Padme would have done if she stayed alive.
Crazy
so.
how me and you know Han Solo. And Han Solo's like number 1 on a lot of people's lists. And I don't really fuck with
I
Han
don't
Solo.
fuck with Han Solo. that much, bro.
I don't really fuck with Han
To
Solo.
be
I
real
think he's
with you.
okay.
If I would continue the list, I wouldn't even have Han Solo on my top 20. I don't think.
Top 10 maybe.
In like randomized order, I would put, let's say for 6 Chewie, 7 Rex.
I do like Chewie better than Han.
8. I put fucking R2, 9 C3PO.
The droids?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy over Han.
Then I'd put from just, not in any particular order,
Yeah,
but this
I-
would be just
yeah.
the next people in my the next rotation. And then I would put a sleeper pick in Master Yoda because I think he's funny sometimes.
Yoda's great, yeah.
So that would be my next 5. And then to expand that list even more, there's probably, if I got a name of characters, I'd probably put a ton of people over Han Solo.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think my next 5 would probably be like Grogu.
Ooh,
Din
that's a
Djarin.
good one. Oh, I wasn't even thinking about Mando characters.
Din is as new as the character he is. I really like him.
I mean, new, impactful.
Yeah.
On where the direction
I
of Star
really
Wars
like
is
Din
going,
Djarin.
and just like brought him back to mainstream.
Yeah.
I'd say
Thrawn,
Thrawn's easily one of the goats. of the
Anakin
Empire.
maybe at 8.
That's
And
not
then,
bad.
or sorry, 9, 10. I don't know who. Yoda, Master Yoda. I loved Yoda as a kid, but as
He's
I
just
grew
so
up,
cool looking.
yeah. But as I grew up, I was like, oh, you're just one of those fucking preachy old men that don't really do nothing. But then in the Clone Wars, I love his character in the Clone
it's
Wars.
yeah.
But then in the movies, I don't really fuck with Yoda.
In the Clone Wars, he's a little bit rebellious because he asked Anakin to help him break out of something.
Yeah.
Because he was like hurt or whatever, and he's like, "Hey, help me out." And Anakin's like, "Fuck it, we ball. Let's
yeah.
go." I probably have Ahsoka somewhere in the next 5.
Next
for
5,
sure.
so like
yeah.
15, top 15.
Yeah, top 15. Probably have her like 11.
I love her, bro. That's why I was hoping to God that this show wasn't bad. Because I was like, dude, if they
You say it's not bad.
I don't think it's bad.
I say it's going pretty all right.
I think
These
it's
last
good.
few episodes, I've been convinced.
Personally, I think it's better than Book of Boba Fett.
Oh, that was...
I personally think it's better than Obi-Wan.
I honestly think the Solo film is better than Book of Boba Fett.
I think the solo film is better than a lot of Star Wars projects.
I think
as much
that
as everyone shits
that,
on
yeah,
it.
exactly. That doesn't, as much shit as that gets, I think that's
it's better than a lot of shit.
a
Yeah.
lot of shit. You're right.
I think it was better than Obi-Wan. I think it was better than the Book of the Boba Fett, and I think it's better than Mandalorian season 3. And if it's better than all the most recent things at Star Wars, I think it's good. To me.
I don't know.
I've been more interested
I'm
in
trying
this
to
story
see-
and more wrapped around the characters in this show than I ever was in Obi-Wan. And I told you, Obi-Wan's one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, that's true. But I
He's
still
only
feel like
second to
this
Ahsoka.
show still is flawed with what makes
Correct.
the other shows flawed
Yeah.
and not well received, especially
Pacing.
the order of
Yeah.
Book of Boba Fett, and then we got Obi-Wan, who suffered that same
No,
terrible...
it was Mando 3, season 3, then
That came
Obi.
first?
Yeah, then Obi-Wan.
I feel like I watched...
Oh, no.
No,
Was it?
It's Obi came first and then Mando, yeah.
You're right.
Because I feel like I just recently watched Mando.
You're right. Yeah. I think you're right.
And I think what sucks is the fact that we're getting these shows terribly paced, and the fact that we're getting them so far apart. Like we got Mando season 3. How many years after Mando season 2?
Yeah.
2-ish at least, I think.
Because they were filming Book of Boba Fett.
And even then, we got...
And that was bad.
That half of that was fucking Mandalorian season 2.5.
Yep.
Like...
The second half of it was.
Yeah. So that was... It's incredibly disappointing on...
Yeah, because Boba Fett was such a cool character, and I feel like after that show,
bro. And I feel like he has some like annoyance, like grievances.
Because dude, when they introduced him in Mando season 2, was it?
Yeah.
He was so cool,
and he was old, and he still looked cool.
Cool, yeah.
That's not a lot of things that can happen. Like,
and then they went and reverted all of it.
They butchered my boy.
Yeah.
They butchered him so badly.
Because I also really like that little guard that he has with him, Fennec.
Oh, yeah.
I like her character, too.
Yeah. She's a good character, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is what it is, bro.
To be honest with you.
So I was afraid that they were going to...
It did that for the first 3 episodes.
It felt, but that's what I was
feel
afraid
like
of. The first 3 episodes was feeling like that. And I was like, is this going to be another show that I'm like, whatever about?
It
like
shouldn't
with Obi-Wan?
take 4 episodes.
I know, but I thought it was going to be like that.
I feel like you've had
bro.
the same reasoning for like The Walking Dead when I'm like, yo, you gotta get past like a couple episodes, like 2 or 3 episodes in the middle before it gets good. No, but I'm saying I feel like there's the criticism has gone to other like shows, like the same criticism I'm trying to give. I'm like, you shouldn't take 1 to 3 episodes for the story to finally get good. And even the first episode, I just could not like sit through that first episode.
I loved it.
I needed to watch it again to even catch up to what I... And even then, I still watched the recap for episode 2, like, before it started, and I'm like, oh, that happened. Like, I was actively trying to pay attention to episode 1, and then I watched the recap, and I still learned some more things from the recap that I didn't get from episode 1.
You were just interested in...
I don't know, bro. I just feel like...
Anytime she on screen, I'm fucking hooked. I'm like, yeah, what we doing now? Immediately.
I just don't think that's
Anytime
enough.
that other lady was on screen, Elsmith, whatever the fuck.
The goth girl?
The Night Sister.
Oh, okay.
I was like, ugh. Snooze fest, bro. I felt like you.
I don't know. I feel like the whole first 3 episodes.
But then they introduced Balin Skull, and I was like, oh, this guy is sick.
That guy is sick. He got a cool name.
Yep.
He looked cool.
He got a cool ass apprentice.
He got a cool apprentice who could dress a little bit better.
Yeah.
And
they could
the up factor would be better.
Upgrade the drip a little
But
bit.
overall, I'm gonna give
the
episodes.
Stormtroopers look cool as fuck too now.
Yeah, they do. But I'm gonna give the episode 1 to 3. I'm gonna give those episodes
5.
Yeah, 5 or 6.
I agree.
Just like group them together. Let's say that's episode 1. Those 3 episodes, like a 5, and then the next 3. That's definitely like a 9 to me.
I agree.
The next 3 were hitting crazy.
Yeah.
They were
like if you grew up watching Star Wars, those episodes hit you everywhere. Bro.
Everywhere, bro. Everywhere. In the feelings, in the emotion,
the nostalgia,
the excitement.
Yep.
You're like, I want more of this.
Yep. And then it ends. You're like, no.
Fuck, bring him back. Bring Anakin, Clone Wars live action, Anakin back.
Need to see that,
I need that right now in my veins, in my blood.
Fucking rehire Hayden, redo all of Clone Wars live action.
Live action,
I need
verbatim.
to see it, dude. I need
word
to see
for
it,
word, bar for bar,
bring
flow for
Boba
flow.
back. Put him in the fucking Rex outfit, and I promise you he'll be happy again.
Oh shit! Nah, I'll be fire. That would be fire.
Right? Because that's him, technically.
It is him. That is his face.
So
Eventually.
Bring him back, make him Rex. And I bet you he'll be mad happy that his character isn't butchered again.
That is
They
true.
won't butcher Rex.
If they do, bro, where do I
It's
draw
gonna
the
riot.
line?
People would riot.
Where do I draw the line at like bad Star Wars?
They would riot.
Do I even have a line to draw?
I don't know.
I mean, looking back on the sequel trilogy, I'm sorry, they wasn't that bad. When watching
They
it
was
back.
alright.
I feel like 9 was really bad.
What I think now is that they're, with all these shows and stuff, they're trying to fill in all the plot holes that the fucking sequels made. It's like, oh, well, how did the First Order come back after you guys won? And now they're showing you how to, through all these shows and how shitty the Republic was and how none of the thing was ran correctly and how they brought back Thrawn, so obviously they got power back and things like that.
Damn, Thrawn really him, huh?
So they're showing you, and now it makes sense that Palpatine was in God know what galaxy, just chilling with all these fucking troops and ships, because Thrawn was doing the same fucking
All
thing,
doing the same thing.
and nobody fucking caught him or looked for him.
That's
that
true.
much.
They didn't believe it.
Yeah,
Fucking senators who weren't even in the war. That was a tough line for Hera to say.
dude, Hera.
She's like,
great.
Senator, did you
Telling you, bro, that's what.
Did
That's
you
crazy?
Did you fight in the war? He's like, no.
Oh, you just sat in the sidelines.
You sat aside to see who won, and it was quiet. Fucking Chancellor, what's her name?
Mon Mothma.
No,
Mon
she's a
Mothma.
chancellor. She's a chancellor now.
Yeah,
So
Mon Mothma.
that's not her name. Mothma.
Mon Mothma?
Mon Mothma. Chancellor Mothma.
Is it not Mon Mothma?
Mon. I don't know, but anyway,
What's that bitch with the
she the chancellor
with the orange bob? You know what the fuck I'm talking about?
She the chancellor. She was in Kenobi.
And Kenobi and Andor. She was in
and-
Andor so
I
much.
miss Andor.
She was in so much of Andor.
That show was tough.
That show was good.
That's when you know you could get good Star Wars.
Without
no Jedi.
Without the space wizards. Yeah, you don't need them.
Fuck the Jedi.
The only thing I would complain about us in the Ahsoka series, bring who the fuck was doing the prequel fights back, because I want lightsaber combat to be like that again, bro. It hasn't been like that.
I was like, the combat
Dude,
sucks.
it doesn't suck. It's just they keep.
And you're like, they're 40. I'm like, Hayden can go. That's muscle memory.
It's just
at
that
point.
they keep doing like
They keep doing the same thing.
original
One,
trilogy,
two,
like an original
three.
trilogy lightsaber fights with a hint, like a hint of the prequel. Like you'll see the Anakin spin and do all that other shit, and then I'm like, just do that all the time.
All the time.
Just keep the prequel lightsaber fights. Them shits was fun.
I
Like
miss those.
they should be moving, bro. And like there was glimpses of it, like when they were showing Ahsoka in the Siege of Mandalore, and she was spinning and jumping and kicking.
Yeah.
I was like, that's sick. I
was
remember her
sick.
doing all that stuff in the animated
in the
series.
show, yeah.
That's the stuff you gotta show. Because Jedi should be like one man armies. Like they should be walking up to people and people should be afraid.
A lot of them aren't, though. A lot of them just walk up and be like, stop what you're doing,
Yeah.
evil doer.
And then get shot
And
down.
then they get killed
Yeah.
immediately. Ah, man. But I'm excited to see. I'm surprised there was more than 6 episodes. You told me there was more?
There
That
should be more.
more? I thought it got green lit for 6.
Hold
Fabian
on.
is checking that right now. As he does that, I will have the
talking,
floor and ad-lib everything. Let's take a moment in the Star Wars talking. Let's talk about the Caseify Spider-Man collaboration. I got the Venom case. I got the most expensive version of the case. And overall, it is very plastic feeling. I will take it off my phone. It looks like a cheap-ass case
2 more
on the
episodes.
inside. 2 more episodes?
2 more.
Oh, wow. I'm
8
so
episodes in
excited.
total.
Is Caseify more of a brand name than quality? I would
Caseify
say yes. Caseify sucks.
Go for D brand.
Yeah,
or
shout
Rhino
out
Shield.
to D Brand, but I would not recommend you spend $90 like I spent.
90.
I spent $88 plus the phone case, plus the wallet, which was like $40, and then I got a screen protector. But overall, I like the screen protector. I just hate that it says fucking Caseify on the fucking side.
I bought this case and this skin from D brand for like $60-some.
Think you better than me?
No, I'm just saying, don't spend your money on Caseify.
And that's what I'm trying to tell the people here today, not to waste your money on a Caseify case.
But
I mean, if it's something you like I like Venom.
You
I
can
like
get-
Venom.
You can
I liked
customize
it.
to get your cute photos on it.
I know.
They will fade in a year and a half.
In the Caseify?
Yeah.
Damn.
I've seen people complain about how all the photos are fading on the cases after a year.
That sucks. But I mean, if
Oh, come on now. You gonna blind the whole podcast?
it's something you like I like Venom, then
Are you
go
gonna play
ahead.
Spider-Man 2 now that Venom's in it?
No.
What?
I have an Xbox.
Hell.
I'm not buying a PS5 for the sake of
Man, I don't think you really know.
playing the game, bro. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sit down
And
every
watch it,
every
a-
3 days and watch Jacksepticeye play the game.
Fair. He does
Because
play that game.
He plays that game pretty
He
nice.
likes both of them, yeah.
So, you just find somebody
what
you
I'ma
like,
do?
and you don't gotta
You know what
buy
I'ma
these
do?
games.
I'm gonna sit the fuck down and play it myself.
If Fabian streams it, I'll watch.
If you want me to stream
If
it, I'll
Fabian
stream
streams
it.
it, I'll watch.
If you want me to stream it, I'll stream it.
Jacksepticeye who? I'm gonna watch wherever I'm at. I'll be at work and I'll be like,
me,
yo,
bro.
Fabian in my AirPod. Be like, yo, this is sick. That's exactly what you're gonna say. As soon as something cool happens, yo, that's sick.
Literally, I'm gonna be swinging and be like, what? This is sick!
Oh my god. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing.
Yeah.
Because I don't really play that many games
Oh,
anymore.
I don't even have time to play games, but damn how I wish I did. I love playing games.
The games that I play the most is Dead by
Dead by
Daylight.
Daylight.
I've been getting really good at that game. And Madden when I want to turn off my brain.
Ew,
If I want to turn off my brain, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do?
You play Dead by Daylight because you a fucking simp for Ghostface.
Yes, sir.
And then,
Shout out to Ghosty.
and then you
Speaking of Ghostface,
yeah.
the Saw Twitter account has been doing sponsored posts with
Ghostface?
No, content creators who just love Saw, like small ass creators. Like there's this
why
one
don't
girl
you-
whose whole niche was pretending to like serve coffee to the puppet, and then so she tweeted out like an ad with like John Kramer's actor, like behind the scenes for like the ad, da da da. Like go watch the movie on da da da. And I thought that's the only like kind of marketing thing that I've ever seen from a company to actually use like genuine fans in like promotions. And I thought that was really cool. Like
See a Ghostface with you.
yo, I got a tattoo, bro.
Tell Scream.
Tell Scream,
Yo,
hit
Scream.
me up. Put me in Scream 6.
Put him in the background.
Put me in the background getting a Ghostface tattoo. I already got it. I don't gotta get it.
Or even better, be an extra that gets killed by Ghostface. That's an honor, bro.
That would be an honor. That would be an
Right?
honor.
That'd be sick. Being the dude
Please.
who's just at the party and then Ghostface kills you.
Yeah, Ghosty, I don't need to be in the sequel.
That'd be sick.
I don't want to get to the sequel. I think that would be cool. But I actually like the fact, because we were talking about Saw earlier.
Yeah.
I like the fact that they were like dug deep
Yeah.
into like who's
actually
our
like
guys,
the
who's our ride or
franchise,
dies, and a
Which,
lot
by
of
the
them.
way, Saw fans, y'all scare me, bro.
Why?
Why y'all so into them grotesque ass films?
I'm not into the grotesque films. I think
That scare me, bro.
the thing that got me hooked on Saw was Saw 1, the ending, and I was
twist?
telling Jaslyn, or AKA Jazz, the tattoo artist who did my tattoo. I was like, just that twist at the end,
I want one.
it was amazing. I was flabbergasted the whole way. Was not expecting that guy to be alive in there. But I told her that the biggest part of why it's my favorite scary movie, besides like the Scream franchise, I don't really think Scream is a scary movie. It's just like a funny
like-
movie in the genre.
I think it's a horror film.
It's a slasher film.
It's a slasher film that's poking fun at a lot of horror tropes.
And that's what it does. That's what it does best, and I
Yeah.
think that's what it likes. But I was telling them because my sister was surprised when she first saw, and we got to watch that together for the first time, like for her first time, and she was
Yeah.
like, "What the fuck?
Yeah.
He was alive!" Like that shit
Yeah.
was so fucking cool, and that's why I like Saw, that factor alone. It's one of my favorite franchises ever.
Yeah.
Star Wars is right behind it. The twist with Darth Vader and Luke, my sister got to see for the first time. Again, super fucking surprised. Like, what the fuck? That's his dad. That's crazy. I'm like, daddy issues. Like,
I never experienced that
I know.
because I watched the prequels first.
I did not.
I did
I watched
because
the original trilogy first.
that's crazy. I don't think my mom even knew what the fuck Star Wars was, even though she grew up in the era that it was being released.
Isn't
And it was
that
and she was
crazy,
probably one of
bro?
the biggest fucking things at the time.
Like, you imagine, like, you'll never be able to know what the first, like, the feeling of watching the very
first
first
ones,
Star
yeah.
Wars ever.
no, because I wasn't alive.
You were not there.
But I was alive during the prequels, and I watched.
It's not the same, though.
Listen. I watched Phantom Menace. I watched all three of those in the theater, and I loved Star Wars. And then when Revenge of the Sith happened, and I already watched it and saw him get cut in half and burned, and I knew he got turned into Darth Vader. And then I watched the originals, and then that happened. I was like, yeah, I know. And he was like, Luke, I am your father. And everyone was like, oh. I was like, I know. I saw it. I saw it happen.
I saw him become a father.
Yeah, I was like, I literally saw it. I don't know why I was so surprised. Because I
Yeah.
watched it out of order.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I like movies like that, though, that the order isn't really the order. But, yeah, I mean, that's why I like Saw. I like Star Wars, my top two franchises. I'll put Scream immediately after that. The only thing about
You
Scream.
like Saw better than Scream?
I love Saw better than Scream.
So why'd you get Ghosty instead of like Billy the Puppet?
It's more like the Ghostface is my favorite horror icon. Call them icons, I guess. But I would rank Saw over Scream. Saw 1 over Scream 1, I would definitely rank over. If I had to choose,
think Saw 1 is
if I had to
better,
choose top 5 films,
Yeah.
we can talk about top 5 films right now, real quick.
I don't have.
Get your list ready. I know mine.
There's no way.
I know mine.
There's no way
I know
I'm
mine.
gonna just bump out 5.
Top
movies.
5 films ever, all genres.
Okay.
Number 1,
Okay.
Revenge of the Sith.
Okay.
Has to be my top 5 favorite
Okay.
movie ever. Number 2 is Saw 1.
Okay.
Saw 1. Amazing film. Number 3, Scream 1.
Okay.
Number 4, it's going to be a surprise. Probably not a top anything movie, but it's...
Sonic the Hedgehog.
No, Now You See Me. The Jesse... not Jesse, that's the...
Eisenberg?
Is that his actor name?
Jesse Eisenberg?
Yeah,
The
that's
guy who
his-
played Lex Luthor?
That's Luthor, yeah.
Yeah.
He's in it. I love that movie. It's about
The one
band of
with
magicians.
James Franco's brother and
Dave
him.
Franco
Yeah,
and the guy from Zombieland.
That's a good film.
I love that movie. That movie's absolutely just
But damn,
terrific.
4 of all time?
That's for me.
Damn.
This is my list.
Okay.
This is my list, favorite.
Okay.
That's what I said. It wouldn't rank in anybody's anything.
Might be okay. My
of
bad.
all
I'm
time.
sorry.
But for me,
my bad for judging you.
love
Go
that
ahead.
movie.
All right. Might be.
Shit.
Okay.
Fabian,
Go.
fuck.
My bad.
For my fifth one, I would have to look at my phone. Actually, I have a list. Actually, for my fifth one, I'm going with Conjuring 1. Conjuring 1. I like the whole universe that it's expanded and it's done things. But Conjuring is also one of my favorite movies of all time. I just hate the fact that like when I like a movie and it doesn't have like an iconic character. Like I wouldn't get the guy tattooed on me, you know, but I'll get a Michael Myers tattoo.
The guy.
The guy from Conjuring, you know, the main guy. Like there's no
the demon guy.
Yeah,
There's so many
and
of
his
them.
wife. Exactly. There's a lot of so it's not
There's
one
the
I
nun.
can pinpoint. Exactly.
There's Annabelle.
I can't like pinpoint
can
one
do the
specific
doll.
ones. I could do the doll, but that'd be creepy.
Isn't that the point?
But I don't want to scare myself.
I don't want to scare myself. You could get the original, like real Annie doll.
That's fucked.
Got a little
That one
Raggedy
looks,
Ann one.
that looks way creepier than the new one for sure. But yeah, those are my top 5 films of all time.
Okay, if I had a,
I'm not like a fuckboy and be like Tenet number 1.
I'm gonna go Inception.
I'm gonna go
The Dark Knight.
I'm gonna go Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I'm gonna go all Tarantino films.
Yo, literally. Where's the one that he says the N word?
That one.
Like that one.
I'm gonna do Django Unchained. Top 5 film. Number 1, Parasite.
Oh, that's a good one.
If you can't tell.
Yeah, it's in the back.
It's up there. Damn. Number 2.
Think about it. I can't believe you thought Sonic. You haven't put Sonic.
I don't like. I thought you'd
Sonic.
put it because
I
you
know, that's what
like
I'm
that
saying.
film a
I
lot.
love that movie. That's a 10 out of 10.
I thought it was
movie.
okay. Like, it's not bad. It's a good video game movie, but it's one of the best films I've ever seen. I think the Mario movie was just as good.
Mario's better.
You think Mario was better?
The Sonic, yeah. And that's coming from the guy who loved the Sonic movie.
And I love both of them. I think they're both equally
But you're not
good.
putting that in your top 5. Bro.
No,
so
neither
continue.
of them.
So Parasite.
Parasite number 1. Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Ooh, that's a good one. The only reason why I don't like that movie is because what's her name?
What?
What's her name?
Hera?
No, my name. What's her name?
Oh,
Yeah.
I understand.
So fuck that movie.
I understand. Hey, she has good taste. If she liked that film, that was a good film. Probably one of Endgame. Endgame changed my life when
Really?
it first happened. Yeah. Endgame changed my life.
I
when
ain't
it
think
first
none
happened.
of the Spider-Mans are not.
I think so. I mean, I'm a nerd, dude.
Oh, Endgame. So not even Infinity War. Endgame.
I think Endgame when like
Better than Infinity War.
topped everything, like when it like ended everything and it like put a nice little ribbon on everything.
And now everybody's trying to like slowly unwind that ribbon.
and keep it going until it dies. Endgame would probably be 3.
Okay, Endgame. Not bad.
I'm trying to think of like 2 other ones that like were so good that I was like, damn, this movie's nuts, bro. It has to be one of the Tarantinos. Wolf of Wall Street was really good.
That is a good one. But again, fuck boy.
That is like the most fuckboy pick, but those films are good.
Red flag, ladies and gentlemen.
Those films are good. The first Spider-Verse.
Ooh,
The first
that's a good
Spider-Verse
one.
is definitely in it.
Bro, I don't know. It's something about a Spider-Man dying that has me and my mom connected forever because we always sob like a baby whenever we see a Spider-Man.
And you didn't
die.
put it on the top 5?
Yeah, but I
Damn. I think 6 would have to be Revenge of the Sith.
Oh, you put.
Oh, sorry, 5
5.
would be for Revenge of the
The
Sith.
5th.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's still top 5.
I got that shit as number 1. That shit changed my life.
Dude.
I was, bro,
Parasite.
at the time when I saw that movie, I was like, I thought he would, at the end of the movie, turn back to a good guy. Because I've heard, I was so young when I watched it, and I heard that he would turn back to a good guy. But not until the fucking 6th movie, bro, was I in for a fucking ride. And I just remember seeing Revenge of the Sith because my uncle got me a bootleg. He was like, hey, I think you'll like this movie. And then I watched it before watching any of the other ones. And I was like, a pretty good movie.
I should watch the other ones.
I'm like, yo, that guy got some riz. That's what I thought. I was like, he got some
He got
charisma.
Padme, he got the princess.
Yo, for real.
That's crazy.
The queen of Naboo.
So yeah, I feel like those would be top 5. But that's just on spot though.
Yeah.
If I really had to think, it's probably.
You had to sat down and think of every movie you ever watched.
Like number one is still number one. Will always be number one. But all the other ones, if I had to change them around and actually think, they'd probably be different. But yeah.
I'm happy with my list.
Currently, yeah. But that's it.
Okay. All right. I think that's a good place to end it here. Good place. Hold on, I gotta burp again.
Go
Nice.
to my mouth.
Hey.
What?
Whoa, what?
What
the
did he say?
fuck? Anyway, thank you guys for joining us on the new but same Idol Talk. We didn't really
Same as-
say
new camera.
New camera.
We
Exactly.
probably- tell us how sexy we look. Please don't put that in.
I posted that today.
Please don't put that in.
I posted that today, bro. I'll be like, yo, watch the trailer for the next
Watch
episode.
me embarrass myself for the next.
As
30
always,
minutes.
bro. As always.
Very
Before we
true.
wrap up, we will see you on the next one.
Bye. Love you.